Okay, in this demo, let's work through how we could get the histogram in here. I haven't really figured out a good layout for the 6 map frames yet, but let's just muddle through this together really quick. There is, just so you know, I'm in the layout right now, so this is my layout contents pane, but I can still access information about the data in each map frame. If I right-click on the layer, I can create a chart and I can create a histogram, and we'll explore some of these visualization tools later. But let's see here. Over here, I just need to put in my variable, and it builds a histogram. But it doesn't include the symbology. But you can't add the symbology in the classes. And so that's why I really like using the idea of this histogram, because it has the class breaks in it. So we get to see the distribution, but we can see where each class falls relative to the distribution. I think for this exercise, this is a lot more helpful information. So what I would recommend doing is grabbing just the histogram, and I say that because we don't really need 14.424021. That's not interesting. I might leave the mean in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy it to the clipboard. You guys all have different kind of snipping software. You might need to put it in PowerPoint, but I'm just here in Arc, and I'm going to Control V to paste that thing in, which is, to me, the easiest way to do it. Now, I think it would be cool to have it sitting next to it, but then we'd have to rotate this. I don't think Arc, oh, maybe Arc, it is going to let us, that's no. See, I want to flip it horizontally, and it isn't going to let me do that, which kind of stinks. Well, anyway, what we can do is go into the properties of this guy and change the order so that it labels it on the left, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's fine. And then we could drag this thing up here and resize it. Oh, I don't know, maybe like that, so that we can see, you know, we don't need a lot more detail than that, do we? Well, that's a little bit of muddling, but here's one way to show the histogram against the color classes and where those breaks are going to fall relative to the distribution of values. And I think that's a really important piece of what we're trying to demonstrate this week. Now the bigger picture is, what the heck are we going to do with all of this stuff? We want the map. I want to know what classification scheme it is, and then we need to see the legend and what variable we're describing. And yes, you should edit this. Percent adult smoking is kind of a stupid name for this. So do the work to figure out what you're actually showing us, make it more descriptive, and then use that same description for all 6 maps, because it's going to be the same variable for all 6 maps. This is going to change, and these are going to change, but this shouldn't change. Well, actually, for the standard deviation, it will change. Okay, so yeah, we could go in here and slide this up and see if there is a way to make this text fit inside there. You know, maybe this is a little bit bigger. It's getting closer. I'm not a big fan of the alignments right now. And maybe this just belongs on one line. Come on, I want to get back into being able to edit this. There we go. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, just so you know, this isn't easy for anybody, even somebody who's been doing it for 13 solid years in an instructional way. I'll finish my sentence one of these days. All right, well, let's see here. Yeah, it's still not gorgeous. Anyway, yes, I do want you to spend some time. That polygon really is causing problems, and maybe the best thing to do is insert the polygon and then send it to the background somehow. There's got to be a way to do that, right? So I think I've got it selected. Align, no, what are these? Send to back. Now I should be able to select these things without having to monkey around. Okay. I can't stop. There. That's better. And then maybe this thing gets centered. I don't know. I'm not hating that. I don't love the space down here relative to the space up there, but all right, so we're getting closer. If this gets set up, the easiest thing to do to get 6 of them on the page is going to be to change the page size, not try and resize all things to fit your page size. So I would say if you get this close and you get a panel like this that you like, you know that you need a little bit more width and a little bit more height, and so I would try and customize the page. Let's see if it'll let us do that. Yes, it will. By right-clicking right now, we want to maybe make that, I don't know, 14, and then maybe make it, 11. I mean, that's going to be a lot easier. And I wonder, too, if you can grab all of these things and then right-click and group them. Yes! So now you can just pick up the whole dang thing and slide it up. So, tips and tricks.